Good morning and welcome to day 6 of Vlogmas. It snowed last night. Good morning, everyone. It has been a whirlwind of a morning. I am doing too much and not keeping my life straight. So I got up this morning. I checked the forecast because I thought there was going to be snow, and it said there was no snow in the forecast for today, but it was dark out. So I didn't realize that it had snowed. So that has been by far the best thing that's happened this morning. Then I did some yoga because it was too dark and I was going to go for a walk. And so I did my yoga and my phone just keeps making noise. And I'm like, I didn't think I had an early work meeting this morning. So I finished yoga. I checked my phone. It's not quite 7. I'm like, not a big deal if I have a 7, whatever, I'll hop on. Nothing on my work calendar. So I was like, okay, fine. So I finally go to get my stuff to change to go outside to walk. I got to get, socks and boots and all the stuff for the snow. And then I realize it's my alarm going off that I'm supposed to go to the gym today. So I've gotten 2 workouts in. That's great. The roads are terrible. So thankfully I got here in time. I didn't drive too crazy. But yeah, so the workout was great. We had a lot of fun. We ended up talking about the hustle and all different dances. We ended up doing the electric slide at the end of class because, and then we each got a bottle of wine for Christmas. So yeah, so if I haven't already said it many times, I love Big Day Fitness. It has really changed my fitness game for me. I have a hard time doing workouts at home, and this is wonderful. So, and they're so fun. We have a blast every time. Oh, and the other exciting thing, there's a woman in my class named Taylor that I end up in class with quite a bit, and she's lovely, and we often work out together. And of course, we've been talking about Vlogmas and YouTube and all the things. Because I brought my camera in there on Monday, and Taylor wants to learn to knit. So we just exchanged numbers, and I'm going to teach her how to knit. So I'm looking forward to that. I always love recruiting new people to the fiber arts because it is a lot of fun. So Taylor, if you're watching this, I'm very excited. All right. I need to, do you see all the snow? I don't have to clear that off, but I get to clear off my window and get home and get to work. Just did a real quick 30-second hair straighten. Good enough. I'm going to get my hair done. I mean, my massage in a little bit anyways. My toast should be up. It's time to eat some breakfast. I'm starving. This morning has really gotten away from me. Oh my goodness, you guys. The deer is back in the compost bin. Look at this.
Ooh, I should probably shovel these steps before the house cleaners get here, but I don't know where the shovel is. There we go.
Alright, it's a little bit before 11 o'clock. I'm going to head out to the library and get some work done there. I'm hoping I can reserve a study room because I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. If I can't, I'll come back out to my car and do it in the car, which is fine. It should be a pretty quick meeting. Otherwise, I don't have any meetings today, which is lovely. I've been cleaning up my inbox and just getting some work done. The morning has flown by. So, yeah, let me get on the road and I'll show you our library. Hey friends, it's about 1:45, checking in on my lunch break. I'm down at the library, I got a ton of stuff done. Started cleaning out my inbox, which feels great. I don't do that quite enough. My 1 o'clock meeting went well. Now it is like 1:45. I am some kind of hungry. I stopped and just grabbed a slice of pizza, which I think I'm going to listen to some podcasts and eat in the car. Dan just got home from work. He had a very early morning, so I'm guessing he's going to take a nap, and so I didn't want to go home and have to cook something because I didn't have anything prepped and wake him up. So I'm listening to this podcast, The Dream with Jean Marie, which I very much enjoy. This one is called Bonus One, Coaching or Culting, and it is with Sarah Edmondson, who's from the Nexium cult, which we watched the HBO documentary about. So it's fascinating as always. So that's going to be my lunchtime, then back to work, and then I will check in with you later on today. Well, good evening. I still have my Advents to show you today, so I thought we'd go ahead and do that now. And then I've got a spinning project that I'm going to work on for a little bit, so I'll tell you a little bit about that before we close out for tonight.
I've got my day 6 advents. This one's from my friend Lauren. That is really beautiful. This looks like our pumpkin-y ones from yesterday, so that's fun. And then let's see, our legacy fiber arts for today. Hopefully that's the right day. Yeah, because the number's facing the bottom. Okay. Started to wonder if I had a 9. Ooh, we got a sparkle one. The sheet is upstairs that tells you what all of the different colorways are called. And I should have grabbed it, but I didn't. It's very beautiful. And then we have our Trader Joe's 12 Days of Beauty. We're going to be opening the day 3 one for today. Ooh, I actually have this already in a large size. They're vitamin C firming body butter. It has a very citrusy smell, so if you don't like that, don't buy this product, but it's a really great rich lotion. I have a big bottle of it up in the closet. It says it has a bright clementine scent, and I would say that is accurate. Okay, let me show you. I finished spinning last night on the Into the World braid. And now I'm going to, what do you call it? I'm going to wind it off, basically. I think that's what it's called. I have an empty bobbin on my drill, and I will just feed everything onto this one. And then I will ply them after that. I'll let it rest until probably tomorrow. Well, I won't be home very much tomorrow, but hopefully I can get it plied up this weekend, and then I can start knitting with it. Well, then I have to wash it. Then I can start knitting with it. So it's a multi-step process, so I figure I have a little bit of time after work today, might as well get it going. Oh, I did grab the packaging. It's a braid of Falkland. Vampires of Venice, 4 ounces, and I just split the braid in half. It looks like there's a lot more on this bobbin, and I don't really know why. It was very easy to over twist. I don't normally have quite so many pigtails there, but I feel like it all usually comes out in the wash. Before I get to playing, I did have a request from Suzanne to see my collage wall here. I probably am not going to remember all of the details of all of the things here, but this beautiful piece was done by my cousin Gail. Look at the detail on the skier and the birch trees. I absolutely adore this. The weaving I bought, a little macrame thing I bought at a craft fair. The antique sock blockers I got at some kind of secondhand store. This rooster is made out of eggshells. I kid you not. How cool is that? I have this weird fascination with chickens, which is strange because I'm deathly afraid of live chickens. This rainbow is from Target. This drawing / watercolor I bought at a market in Galway in Ireland last year. This piece of pottery Riley made for me at school. This was my welcome sign when I got to Spain, and my friend Marta's son Rock made that for me after he saw an Instagram post picture of a giraffe, a little girl dressed up as a giraffe that I had crocheted for Ayla. I painted this little flower. This I bought on Poshmark. This was an unfinished project that my Aunt Florence was knitting on before she passed away, so I wanted to leave it just as is. This is a little drawing. I forget if it's Joanna or her husband, and I'm going to forget the name of their company, but they do all of the different little knitting sort of related books. And I have one of the books, and I can't remember the name of that either, but I will put details below. This is a skein of handspun. This is a drawing my nephew Will did. This piece I also got at a secondhand store. I think it's Crewel Embroidery. It's beautiful. And then this last piece was my Nana's. So yeah, that's my little collage wall. Now I've got my my singles down here ready to wind off. So let's get going. Ready, set, go. Back with the yarn now that it's been wound off onto the bobbins. Doesn't it look better already? Love it. So we'll let these rest for a day, then I will ply them and wash them and dry it, and then I can get to knitting. Okay, one last update before I go upstairs. I've been down here kitting up a few things. This is some yarn for a toy that one of my nieces asked for Christmas. I don't have a real pattern that I'm going to be using. I think I'm going to mesh a few different things together. So wish me luck. And then I ended up ripping back a pair of mittens that I had started out of this beautiful yarn that my mom picked out at Rhinebeck. I do have one of the cuffs done, but I didn't love the way that colors were playing together. So I ripped that back, but I think this is going to pair nicely with it. I'm still unsure of what pattern I'm going to use at this point, but that's all right. We'll figure that out. And then one last thing, I grabbed a skein of Knit Picks Felici. Love this colorway. It's the Beatnik colorway. And tomorrow I'm going to go see the Nutcracker after work, and I'm going to need train knitting and theater knitting. So I think I'm going to cast on this hat by Sarah Jordan, same as it ever was. It's very similar to a Musselburgh hat, where you make a long, like, football kind of thing and fold it inside of itself. Let's see if there's a picture of it all pulled out. There might not be. But once I get the increases done, then I can just knit on for days. So yeah, that should be perfect take-along knitting. I was just trying to find, here we go, a picture so you can see. That's what it looks like until you tuck it inside. So, and I have my Nutcracker bag to put it into. Perfectly themed. I grabbed some US 2 needles for that one. And ideally I will get that at least cast on tonight so I can do the fiddly bits at home with a good light while I'm paying attention. So that is everything. I am going to head upstairs, make something to eat, sit down and knit and crochet, hang out with Dan, and hopefully watch a little bit more of the silo. So that is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you again in the next video.